whatever y'all want to. Y'all not hurting me. Y'all not stopping nothing. I'm still blessed and highly favored. And I'm going to continue to be. And I'm going to continue. Right. And money is another thing, too. It is repetitive. Y'all are, you're a visual of the DV cycle. If anybody know what a DV cycle look like, that's what that sector is. Y'all don't even like yourself. You don't like each other. That's all y'all do. It's sad. It's sad.
Let me right back. This phone I'm finna die. I'm finna hang up on this one, but I'm finna come right back on my other phone.
Oh, you good? Okay. Oh, yeah, you
but
good.
why solo over there? Why solo over there?
No, I don't agree with anybody bashing her with that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But it's unfortunate, man. It's really unfortunate. And again, my condolences. But I wish I could say that this would help, you know, brings a different type of vibe to that particular sector, but it's not. Y'all gonna use this as content to the end of time, just like y'all do everything else.
Listen, you know what that is
content.
You know what that negativity? I swear to God, Drop Queen was there. Like, there's somebody who came up. It doesn't even matter who came up, but somebody came up and started threatening people for talking about this. I was laughing. I was like, "What are you doing? Like, do you not see how crazy that sounds?"
If I was messy, I would name names. Tyler, you was not lying. Because they was on there talking about who shared the video. They've been reporting my video all day long. But TikTok have not took it down because it don't go against no community guidelines. But how the fuck y'all threatening people because they sharing that video or they talking about this subject? Guess what? I'm going to talk even louder. So who gonna
but it is on major. Y'all can Google it.
Yeah, it's over now. It's over now.
Major news outlets.
It's over.
Bitch ain't got no grandkids.
People are gonna talk about it.
But this morning, this morning that they were swearing up and down in Manny's live. That's where me and Drop Queen was at, because we were basically saying the same thing, more or less. They were swearing up and down, like, that's not her, that has nothing to do with her, that's just a coincidence. We were like, what a coincidence? But it's the same everything, the same article, the same thing that happened. Like, what are you talking about? But yeah, somebody did come up there, was like, whoever posted that, I'm gonna come for you and we're gonna post about you today. I was like, yo, God, the fuck is going on?
Man, like, y'all,
he needs a BBL.
Talking about letting nobody talk about the subject, talking about this, and I'm like, huh? Ain't nobody scared of y'all. Y'all can't tell nobody what the fuck to talk about. Now,
exactly. When you can't, right? When you know what I'm saying? But I don't agree with dog paddling and stuff like that. But all I'm saying is, all of them has talked about stuff. All of y'all have done stuff. Y'all, and this is my thing. Y'all be incriminating yourself.
Oh Lord.
Yourself. You'll say, such and such, you know,
yes,
back when I was dealing with was in that sector, such and such would give me information, this and that. Why would you even say that?
Girl,
like, this the stuff y'all be doing, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I can't believe
nothing. Like I said, people gonna. This is just something else for people to talk to, and people are gonna talk about it.
Is she looking in the mirror while she talking?
Right.
It's a little minute, because messy talk is minute. You're macro. Look it up and see what that means. You're minute compared to the masses of social media. This is
you can't be minute and macro at the same time.
You know what's so funny? Micro, but everybody and their mama know about motherfucking messy talk.
Facts.
It's not.
She using big real estate words now.
I love it. So I can read
not the real estate.
It's child. I can't say
no motherfucking real estate. That bitch got a dictionary ready for her and ain't even reading
it. Just making shit up. You can't be macro and micro at the same time. Macro is large. Macroeconomics is large. Micro is tiny.
Y'all, a lot of them are cold and soulless. You can't feed into someone who has no soul. You can't feed into people who are miserable. You can't feed to the sheep who be up under these leaders who say their communities are cults and do the things that y'all do. I will never give what God has blessed me with to that type of sector because it's evil, and that's just what it is.
She done it.
It's evil.
Now, you already done it. Now you above it.
Now you above.
If they like, you know, that it is.
Wow.
It is, and you too, because some people have a greater influence
Probably will.
over other people, and they don't know. Sometimes the stuff that comes out of their mouth, people really, really, really listen to what they say. They listen to what you say, and sometimes the things that these people do on this app, it be wrong. They be so wrong. It's a lot of things by me being an older woman, an older bad bitch. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. I'd be 50.
Well, it's time for me to go to bed.
Yeah, I need to go see her.
They
Good
can't
night,
fuck with
y'all.
me. But that's
Good
not
night,
what
Barb.
I'm about. The reason I am the way that I am is because I am who I am. I am so loving and I'm so for helping people. I'm that type of person.
Me too.
So when I see people on here using their mental to misguide other people, using their mental, because some of us, and I'm going to say us, and I ain't just going to point out other people just want genuine love. We just going to go and take advantage of them. It's not right.
Yeah.
That's what goes on this app.
It's unfortunate. It is. That's why I'm just going to stay in my lane. Continue to do my duets with my good sister over here, Tanya.
Okay.
I'm going to continue to host my lives and provide education as such and do what I do and sleep well.
When Tanya Duet want to blaze people?
And go from there. This is not my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she was the one got mad at him because she couldn't block somebody or something. He didn't give her the right powers.
This is not our life.
wow.
Some things that need to be talked about. And I told
And she don't laugh about it.
Go ahead, Tanya. I'm sorry. Go ahead, love.
I said I was gonna go live. I said
Anyway, I'm gonna drop my big face ass down too.
3 shots and go on this motherfucking show out.
Okay.
But you wanna know what
Chill
we
out.
talking
Of course, in the morning,
Alright,
there'll be
cool.
100 more different lives about it, y'all.
Girl, look. I told
Okay,
you.
I'm really thinking about setting TikTok the fuck down. This shit is
Yeah,
taking
man.
motherfuckers to a whole different place.
Yeah,
Hey,
this.
Q,
What's
what
up?
time you going live?
I'll probably be live in the morning because, well, you know what? Never mind, because I got a long drive, but never fucking mind. Never fucking mind. Never, no, hell no.
You
Nah,
better
I'm with you,
hell
though.
not.
Hell to the no. I'm with you, Cap. I'm about ready. I get in church. I be praying like, God, please take me away from this shit, this stuff. I don't be cussing, but I be like, it's like a pulling. Y'all ever heard of pulling spirits?
Mm-hmm.
Pulling spirits are
Yep.
serious.
Domineering spirit, a pulling spirit, a
pulling spirit. We
grifting
monitor all
spirit.
those spirits are here.
Mm-hmm.
Messy Talk has a pulling spirit on it. And you can tell that because people can't wake up in the morning without hopping on. They can't go to bed without checking. They wake up in the middle of the night to pee. They got to check to see what's going on. It has a pulling spirit over here. And I've been saying this since the beginning of this year. I said, something bad gonna happen. If you don't believe me, go to Foxhole Blogger. It's a video sitting right there where I'm saying it. The next day, something happened with me. Right? We done seen FWA. We done seen Jonty. We done now Tea Time. We don't know what's gonna happen legally. But at a minimum, we know she gonna be in a lawsuit.
At least.
The
Minimum.
family already gearing up to sue her.
He ain't got no choice for that. That goes without saying.
That's public record, them.
Yeah, that goes without saying. That ain't, yeah, whatever the police decide they do or want to do, that's not even, that's up to the DA's office. But suing, please.
And I'm gonna tell you this here. If that family legal team is strategic enough, they can sue TikTok.
They'll go after TikTok.
No, they won't. No,
Why
they
the
won't.
fuck they can?
Hold on.
TikTok, because TikTok got immunity.
No, it's not that. You can
They do.
sue, like, for instance, with UPS. My intention is to file suit Monday with UPS. UPS's job is going to be able to get themselves severed to say, I'm not supposed to be a part of this lawsuit because XYZ.
Mm-hmm.
The way TikTok will be able to easily get themselves severed because TikTok literally has parameters in place for you not to drive. Now, the whole green screen thing is really for you to have privacy in your home. It was not for you to be able to use so that you could do dangerous activities. TikTok has things in place that if they could tell that you're driving, they shut your whole live down. They will be easily able to sever themselves from that lawsuit.
Okay, so with that being said,
Mm-hmm.
I think they can go for TikTok. I think they could come for TikTok because of the type of motherfuckers we heard on that live and the live before.
What do you mean?
Hey, I ain't never seen a bunch of dumb motherfuckers in my life. TikTok need to get sued for having them dumb motherfuckers on their platform.
Because you mean the easiest access they give?
No, I mean, that just was a little jab, a joke. But I will say this here, right? People like even when you went through your little situation, people tried to make it seem like you ran in the bank and stole the remote control or
Right,
something.
that part.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, this ain't nothing but a fucking restraining
You
order.
would have thought I was a whole Bunny and Clyde, or Clyde and
Yeah.
Bunny.
I was saying to myself, I'm like, man, I need to go to the jail she at and tell them I'm a woman just to go hang out with her, something.
It was crazy.
But they tried to make it seem like it was something that it wasn't. But in this case here, you got so many people.
You got a life gone. You do have
exactly.
a life gone. It's serious. Don't get me wrong. This is serious. This ain't no, ring around the roses, patty cake shit like what, what I'm saying, I had. But this is a life. This is danger. This is, all the above.
They exempt, babe. TikTok is exempt. Section 230.
Right now.
So Facebook, TikTok, all social media platforms are exempt from lawsuit due to user activity. Now, if TikTok themselves was hosting a live and they said everybody get in your car and go drive and they generated that content, they could be sued. But they're not liable for what a user does on their platform. They're exempt. This has been going on since AOL Online. People have been trying to sue social media. Now, state prosecutors, state AGs, federal AGs, they can sue because they bring the lawsuits on behalf of the betterment of the people.
Right.
But civilly, like you can sue them. Don't get me wrong, you can sue them, but they got like a big, huge immunity. That's like I call you and I say, Key, I need you to take out Thanos, right?
Right.
You successfully take out Thanos. I called you on the phone. Thanos family find out. They sue AT&T, they sue T-Mobile, and they sue me and you. AT&T and T-Mobile gonna say we're not responsible for what those two did on our phones, on our phone line, or on our service. They're responsible, and they're gonna file that, where the judge have to excuse them out of that. They try to get it where they get excused out.
Right.
Yeah, y'all. CDA 230, Section 230. Look it up. Become familiar with it, y'all. You can sue, but more than likely they gonna be shielded.
Wow.
That's. But I mean, if she get the right lawyers, she can.
She better be like friends. She better have some badass lawyer, boy.
Yeah, you get the right lawyer, you can wiggle up out of that. You know what I'm saying? Because, but.
She black and she in a racist area of Illinois.
Right, and the crazy part about it, the only thing I like the good light. She stopped. She called the officers.
Yeah, she did the right thing.
Yeah, she wasn't trying to hide. Yeah,
right. She told them what happened.
It'd have been worse if it was a hit and run. Right.
Oh man. Yeah, so she probably would have called me asking me how to get away from her. But I can honestly say, man, her intentions wasn't that. A tragedy happened, you know what I'm saying, at the expense of somebody's life. And despite differences people have, you know what I'm saying, I can share sympathy towards the woman. Some stuff she do I don't like. Other stuff she do I'm like, okay. But we talking about no turning back from what just happened. You can come back from a doxing. You can come back from somebody showing a picture. You can come back from all that. But we talking about no coming back from what just happened. And people have absolutely no remorse. Again, they don't care how many people fall as long as the person is part of the fall. They don't care.
They don't care. They don't care.
Do y'all think it's fake? Like something like what's he going through was
I was
meant to
hoping
reach
$2 was gonna be
somebody?
up here when I said what I said, because let me tell y'all something. Everybody talking this big shit tonight, right? Everybody talking it. Oh well, T. I feel so bad for T. And wait a minute, T. And T. When they find out that T has either chosen to never come back, I know, right, bro? Bro,
They're gonna be right with the people dogging her out.
listen, when they find out that T is either not gonna come back on her own or a part of whatever she got going on, it's one of her stipulations says she cannot come back. These I give them 7 business days.
They ain't
They
gonna
are
need 7
going to
business days.
turn on T.
Yeah, they don't need 7
7
business days.
business days.
You don't even need 7, Keyona. You know that.
That's a generous. That's a generous
Right.
right there. And the reason I wanted $2 because $2 gonna be the main one saying all y'all saying it now, but y'all weren't saying it that night. Y'all weren't saying it that first night. As soon as they find out that she is never coming back or not coming back anytime soon to this side of the app or to the internet period, they are going to drag her.
She don't need to come back though.
And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this here. Now, I would say this here. I would rather see Tea Time lose everything but her freedom because she got children and grandkids, and you can lose the money, sue. I don't want to.
You get it back.
That's what I'm saying. You could come back from that. You can come back from that,
but you can't come back from all them years you can miss from them grandkids.
Exactly, and I think people right now everybody is resorting to childlike approaches to a gripe that they have for one person at the expense of not being considerate about another person losing their life. So everything you're hearing, these are grievances that these motherfuckers done had in quote unquote secret chambers off the app on the back end, and
they've been feeling this way.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
This ain't new. They've been feeling this way about their girl. At least, like I said, the ones that was over here that had a problem with her, at least they spoke on it and spoke to her directly.
Yeah.
Damn.
But the new ones popping up out of nowhere, they been had a problem with T.
Right.
What was scared to say it.
And but because they seen, but see, I'm gonna tell you this here. I hope Tea Time get probation. I hope she do all her probation. I hope she learn from this here. I hope she understand the importance of what happened and how to conduct herself. But one thing nobody on this app will ever be able to not say about that lady. When it's time to face that music, she faced it and sung it at the same time.
We don't know that yet. We don't know that yet.
Stopping and voluntarily giving your information to the police pretty much put you in that predicament.
You see what I'm saying?
We don't know how she's gonna handle this. Here's the thing. This is now. See, what we be doing over here is child's play. We rough and real life stuff is real. Yeah, we have a fit over. Y'all know how much we have a fit over Bella's court, which ain't nothing gonna happen. But one day, some of these folks go out there, they don't know you and don't want to talk to you until they see like, oh, the coast is clear. All right, I'm gonna come back over around. But other than that, that's it. Like, but what happens in them real courthouses? has lasting effect.
Your ass go to jail. Shit,
No,
they end your life. So
they go.
basically
That's what I'm saying. That people have more scared or fear over
over
what goes
social
on
media
Sunday morning from
jail.
8 to 11 or 8 to whenever Bill in than what goes on at the real courthouse. And I think it's the craziest shit I ever seen in my life. We forget this is a real world out there, baby. I'm finna start listening to
Mm-hmm.
podcasts or something. I can't do this.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
hey, but I'm gonna tell you this here. What that girl Butterfly said in that live, that shit is true. Like you got motherfuckers who just can't shake this guy.
Can't wake
Listen.
up and not
They
get
When,
on
can't
when,
shake
WhatsApp.
it.
when,
They
when I
can't shake. I
broke
be in
up,
church. I know. I be in church praying every Sunday to get rid of it. It's some people in church that's praying for their rent, their food, their job.
Yeah,
I be
right.
praying
They
to
husband
get
to stop
me
beating them.
away from messy talk.
hey,
I just
hey,
get busy. I start finding stuff I can do that's outside of TikTok.
hey, Key, I'm gonna say this to you and Capital.
I just get busy.
The one of the issues I had with my girl before I broke up with her was, why do you feel the need to go to TikTok to decompress?
Right.
I asked her that. I say you don't think. I said you don't think not coming to me to sit down and decompress with me when I offer that to you, you don't think that's a slap in the face as a man? I say, just imagine if if I feel to decompress, let me go to this strip club.
Mm.
Or to decompress, let me go hang out with my ex-girlfriend. To
You know what I
decompress,
think? Zoe, you didn't tell nobody about your live when you had. You know what I think it be, y'all.
I
I was telling
watched it.
somebody. Oh, you did. Okay, I was telling somebody earlier
Hmm.
about this on the phone. One of my people, my mods. I said I think a lot of us, like, we got coworkers we don't want to get too close to because a lot of people
Hmm.
like, I'm here for some money. I'm not here to be your friend.
Yep.
Then you got family members that you don't trust. So you're like,
Yeah.
I don't, I don't need y'all. But I can get on the internet and I can kick it with a Kappa. We have similar personalities. I can kick it with Thanos. He keep me like I can kick it, but I don't have to know y'all. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I
I ain't got to
feel
be
that
in your face
right.
24/7. Right.
Correct. And I'm from the old school, so they always say short visit makes long friends. So I
Sure
can
do.
come on, yeah. But the problem is we become long visits because we wake up to each other. Some of us see each other, you know what I'm saying? We literally wake, hey, what's up? What's going on in here this morning? We have the live I'm just throwing out some lives. I see you at Diamond from 6 to 12. Oh,
Hmm.
I was eating my lunch while listening to you, watching you and Manny. I saw what you said, girl.
Y'all
I
ain't
seen it.
You
It's
ain't noticed that
crazy.
about me though. You ain't noticed that I bounce around when I do be in or like a morning live or live in general. I go over here for a week or two, go over there, go over there,
Yeah.
go over there. I bounce around. I be in people small little lives, 10, 12 people. I be in big huge 500, 600 because I don't allow myself to get attached to nobody because if it ain't you, they got the chance to fuck you over.
That is
This is
true. But I
social
mean,
media.
some of these people, you got to remember, this is an introvert's, playground, right?
Yeah.
So if they can come, every morning 6 to 12 while they getting dressed, getting to work, whatever, they know Lorenzo, they know Hoover, they know Aries, they know, all the people who have been over there for years and years and years. They know their mentality, they know their stories, they know their backstory, all this, and then they turn around, boop, I hop in Manny's for, you know what I'm saying? That's where I do my lunch and my afternoon walk and all that stuff. Oh, boom, I go over to tea time and listen to her in the evening time or Slim and hear some hot topics in the evening or Nitra,
Hmm.
da da da. Oh, then I finish my night up or I go to Tower with the Y. Then I finish my night up with
Hmm. The
him. It's
Empress.
like we literally are all in high school together,
but you,
Moving from class to class.
class to class.
but here's the thing. Only thing that pattern, not to you, Key, because I know you running your business, and I know Kappa, y'all got like real life. The only thing that illustrates and shows you that these are people have nothing in their life, whether
Yeah.
on the app or off
Yep.
the app, that
Yep.
is so important they can
That
attend
pull
to.
them away. Yep.
You see what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you like this
You,
here. I don't. If my woman is on TikTok and I pop up, I'm pop. I'm like I don't mind. But if you feel like
Yeah.
that's where you need to go to in order to get some type of normal functionings in your life, then that's a problem. Why? Because you're not going somewhere to become better. You're
But just
going
think about it.
somewhere.
A lot of people on TikTok
We
lonely.
we
Yeah.
have ourselves to blame because again, I just said the way we run Messy Talk is literally like a high school. I'm from a small
Hmm.
town, right? I grew up with one, high school, two middle schools. So whatever boy you liked, you was gonna eventually see him in high. If y'all didn't go to the same middle school, you damn sure was gonna go to the same high. So high school is that real anxiety time, right? If you
Hmm.
wasn't strong, your ass is gonna get ate up until the first 3 years. Then once you the big dog as a senior, you do your thing. But some people came in the gate like by me second semester of my freshman year, I was like, I had done fought a senior, couple seniors. Fuck y'all, I don't care about you, okay? Who are you to say just because you're an upperclassman don't think you gonna run me? And y'all seen that's how I came on this side. I came over here with good intentions to be the little innocent lady who taught y'all insurance, real estate, da 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 da. But everybody wanted to bring my big dog out. Okay, no problem. I cuss everybody out. I don't care. But some of these people are still a freshman in the mind. They still timid. They can't stand up for themselves. They can't give out a good opinion. They can't do none of
Yeah.
that. And it's really sad to see that
Right.
some of these people left high school, but high school didn't leave them. And
Yep.
so
Because they peaked in
therefore,
high school. They
Take them
right,
peaked
out.
in fucking high
You can take
school.
them out the
right.
hood, but can't take the hood out of them.
And it's really
Mhm.
sad. And so you got these people repeating these same patterns. But for some of us, you know what I mean, it's detrimental. I even said to
Yeah.
myself, I said, that shit that happened to me in January is no different than something that happened to me in 93. I've always had to be the example. But as I see things that are going on, like I said, I was telling my sister on the phone, I called her and told her what happened with T. I said, man, I questioned God about a lot of things that happened earlier this year. Like, how did I wind up in that place? And at the same time, da, 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 da. I said, but I
Right.
also realize, right, these things that are happening now, that's God telling me be thankful. It could be worse. People got
Also could be.
real life things that they are weighing
Man.
out. Real deal lawyer
That
money
lady.
that you can't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. That
yeah.
lady
I'm talking
got a
about
brand new she got a brand new grandbaby. If she go
right.
to jail, that baby be 4, 5, 6 years old before she get out.
That's
Damn.
crazy. That's crazy to think about. T's babies or that
Over
T's
fucking TikTok.
grandchildren.
Over Boo did them.
Yeah, T's grandchildren are literally damn like an extension of her children. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know how some
Yeah,
children
she
call
always
their
got them.
grandmama
She's an
mama?
excellent grandmother. Yeah, she's an
Yeah.
excellent grandmother.
Yeah, you know how some people call,
Hmm.
some people
Yeah.
was raised up calling
Mama.
their grandmama
Yeah.
mama because they
Mama.
mom,
They
you
don't
know what I
call her
mean?
granny.
Their grandmama
Yeah.
was like,
Because
listen,
mama
I got
wasn't,
you.
yeah,
You go
mama
do your
wasn't,
thing. I
yeah.
got these kids. You go live your life.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn what. So just
Hmm.
to know that could be disrupted, right? It's crazy work
Yeah.
because we literally could spend our time what we were supposed to have done. Because I look back now and I said, man, I wish I had spent my 4 years in high school instead of partying, instead of, you know what I'm saying, beefing and getting on this crew versus that crew and all this clique versus
Hmm.
that. I wish I had
Hmm.
been learning, you know what I'm saying, what them
Right.
teachers were trying to give me. So here we
Yes.
are. Yeah. And so here we are in high school talk. That's what we in.
Yep.
And nobody
Yep.
over here really I'm probably about the only one that really like try to come over here and teach everybody stuff. But it's so many, it's doctors over here. Am I supposed to be blown
Yep.
away? I said, man,
Lawyers.
here's people
People
over
with
here that's lawyers. I
PhDs.
done looked at my comments. Lawyer so-and-so came in, attorney
Yep.
so-and-so came in
Esquire.
my
Yeah.
comments today.
Yep.
Thank you. In my comments, we got lawyers over here. We got doctors over here. We got doctorates. We got so many
And
people with
we
doctor degrees
not
over here. It's
capitalizing
ridiculous.
on it.
We got so many
Hmm.
people in nursing, whatchamacallit, what is it? Nurse practitioner license. It's high
Yep.
school top, bro code. I swear. We got cyber scientists over here, people who literally know everything about cybersecurity. We got so
But
many
Keyona,
talented
when
people over
me and
here,
you
but
would talk,
it's crazy.
what would I keep encouraging
Thank
you
you,
to
Mr.
do?
Tuck.
What would I
Yep.
keep encouraging you to do? I tell you what, F that, man. Get back on that educational stuff because we need that. You are absolutely correct.
And it's
We
just
need that.
crazy. We need it. And
I
it's
just
like,
shouted you out in somebody live. I said, y'all want to know about that real estate finance shit? Go holler at Keyona.
I came over here really with great intentions this day. I
Sending
was
people
like,
like
listen,
that.
y'all want to get a bag? I can show y'all how to get a bag. I
Hey,
promise
Keyona.
you. What's
Right.
up, Dan?
Hey, I am being so honest. Like, I'm just gonna tell you that this is from me to you. When I first seen one of your lives, when you were talking about the importance, the difference between owning a house and owning land. And you had a lot of people, a lot of blacks think, oh, I own my house, I own my house. And you would basically let them know, no, the
Not.
fuck you don't.
You do
No, the fuck
not.
you don't. Cause she broke it down and she stated, she said,
Mm-hmm.
you paying mortgage on a house. It's the
Yep.
equivalent of you paying rent at an apartment.
I didn't
Yep.
say that because I actually feel the opposite.
You don't. You got to get your mineral rights
No,
and your flower rights.
no. Hold on. Because I didn't say that.
No,
I said the opposite of that. Hold on. Y'all know how I am when you listen. It's two things that you receive at every closing table, right? If you're financing something, you receive the promissory note, which is your promise to pay, right? That's the
Yeah.
person whose credit was pulled. That's the person whose W-2s and income docs and all that is on there. And then you receive the deed, right? And you sign
Yeah.
the deed, and that is your ownership
But it
document.
got to lean on it if you
But,
financed it.
here's the thing. The deed is the ownership document. I can
Mm-hmm.
sign it. My husband can sign it, and my daughter can sign it. And my
And you can
daughter
put whoever
cannot
you
even
want on it.
put her credit on there. But I
Yep.
put her as an owner because I don't feel like if something happened to me, I don't feel like her having to go to probate. So I put her on my deed. She has ownership in it. And I'm gonna tell you something. It's very hard. It's easy to put somebody on your deed, and it's extremely hard to get them off. You gotta prove to the courts why they no longer have ownership rights in there. And
Yep.
I mean, it's extremely hard to get them off. So ownership, and here's the thing: ownership will trump that promissory note. The person can be living across town who's paying the note on it, but the person who on the deed is living in it because the deed carries the most weight. The deed carry all the weight. The promissory note can be canceled as soon as it's paid off, or the mortgage company get happy and say, hey, we forgive you. We removed our lien. And I'll tell you something. You can sit down at a table. I just printed it out last week because I had a closing last week. You can sit down at a table and have to go through 500 pages. But when you pay off that $500,000 house, they're going to send you 2 pages and it's going to say stamp that you have finished
Paid
release,
in full.
conditional release.
Yep.
Conditional release. That's all you getting for your 30 years of payments. That's all you getting for 360 payments. If you pay off 300, you're going to get a piece of paper that said conditional release.
And
And you're going to
gotta
be like,
go.
wait a minute, all because you know why? Because that lien ain't really shit compared to that ownership.
Ownership of
That
it. You
deed
gotta
carries
go.
everything.
You gotta go
And
take that deed.
anybody can
Yep.
put a lien on your property. Your mortgage company will have first position, but I will tell you this: your HOA will trump them.
Yep. And take your
Don't pay
house.
your little
Yep.
$200 HOA fee and see that they have you down at the courthouse for foreclosure.
Yep. Taking your doggone house. You ain't never lied.
Your HOA can trump your mortgage company, and of course, Uncle Sam and your property tax, county taxes can trump your mortgage company. So I'm here to tell you that conditional lien that your mortgage company has, yes, it carry weight, but it's others that can get in position, and that's why you have to have what's called impounds. The mortgage company said, we want your taxes paid and we want your insurance paid inside your mortgage because we know they can trump us. The taxes can trump us.
Yep. That's why they make you escrow that shit.
And they will pay that shit for you and increase your mortgage payment if you don't pay it yourself.
Yep.
Okay, so let me ask you this here. Let me ask you this here. If what would be the best place I can put $5,000 in to make interest off of?
$5,000 in interest, and you can get
No,
Cryptocurrency,
interest.
I'm saying I got $5,000 cash right now. Where would be the best place I can
Bitcoin.
put?
If you can find some land for cheap, buy you a
No,
piece of
I'm
land.
I would buy Bitcoin.
I'm saying like a trust fund, or you know what I'm saying?
Nah, that ain't enough. I mean, that ain't enough of that. But I tell you, if you trying to get some money, what you can
Yeah.
with 5K is gonna be a little hard, but you can find you like an apartment in the city or something, right? And you can go get you some really cheap ass Amazon furniture, put it in there,
And Airbnb it out.
Airbnb it out, pay the landlord the full 1 year lease, and Airbnb it. That 5 will turn into 10 before the end of the year, and that's gonna be the best money that you can flip. You know what I'm saying?
So if you gonna put some money in the trust fund, what you think the minimum should be?
There is no minimum for a
Nah,
trust
it's
fund.
no
A trust
minimum,
fund
but
can
you
sit
got to.
empty.
The reason I say it's like a trust, because to
They're
set
gonna
up
eat
a
you up in
trust,
management fees.
yeah, to set up a trust, like my trust that I had, like everybody know all my stuff belong to my daughter, right? Like I'm just working. She the one got everything I own or used to own is in a trust and it belongs to her. I signed
Hmm.
everything. My deed ain't in my name no more. It's in my trust
Hmm.
name, and my daughter's the owner of that trust, right?
Yep, the executor
That
of the
cost
trust.
me
Yep.
50. That cost me $5,600 to set up, right? So that's why I say, like, you gonna set up a trust for $5,000. Like, it's gonna cost you money to even set the trust up. And then you got to put everything in the trust. So a trust is just a vehicle for a holding to hold everything, to say, okay, this don't have nothing to do with laws. It bypass, you'll never see a courtroom, none of that. And because of my daughter's, physical and mental disabilities or what have you, I didn't need nobody taking advantage of her in the courtroom with probate laws,
Mm.
and probate eating up all the shit I worked hard for. So I set the trust up, so that ain't gonna never happen.
It's irrevocable.
Yeah, it's definitely,
Yeah, irrevocable.
and it's very clear and concise exactly what is to happen upon blah blah blah. Like, my house is to be sold immediately. My house is to be
Hmm.
sold. My furs are to
And
be
then the
sold.
funds are
Yeah,
proceeded to the trust.
my diamonds are to
Yeah.
be sold. Like my shoe, because y'all know I got a
Because people
gazillion.
gonna come and start taking stuff from
Ain't
her,
nobody
and
taking a
yeah,
fuck thing. And like I told
yeah.
you, ain't nobody getting it. I didn't promise nobody not one of my fur coats. I ain't promised not one of my Gucci bags, Chanel bags. I never promised nobody my diamonds. I never promised nobody none of my shit. Sell it all. It is
All
in
real
my
world
trust.
possessions.
It is in
Hmm.
my trust to have an estate sale immediately,
Yeah.
and every penny goes in the bank for her. The bank account that it goes into have already been set up.
Yep.
Everything is to be sold.
Yeah.
Not
The
a
trust
damn
has
thing.
a social security number. It has a 10. Thanos, and you can have an executor of the trust. You also have a beneficiary of the trust. They can be the same people, or you can keep it separate. You can appoint an attorney or a law firm to oversee the trust, and the
Yes.
bank account that you open for the trust goes under the 10 of the trust. So it's not complicated. But $5,000, the reason for a trust is that you're leaving something to speak for
Right.
you along with your will when you're no longer here. So my kids
When
have
you
trust
open your
funds,
trust, every bank account that you are the signer on must
goes into
go
that
in that
trust.
trust. You got to go straight back
Life
to that
insurance
bank.
goes to that
Yeah,
trust.
your life insurance, the beneficiary is that trust. You don't leave the life insurance to a person. You leave it to that trust. And that's it. That's that way. None of that shit hit the courthouse. Cause baby, let me tell you something. I'm going through it right now. That is the most probate is the worst fucking. It's
Yeah.
like goddamn getting a damn colonoscopy and a root canal at the same fucking time. I hate it, but I'm stuck because it's three of us. I hate this shit. So I made sure my daughter ain't having none of them problems, baby. And like I ate everybody in my family, I never promised not one of y'all, not a pair, not one pair of nothing. And I mean what I said, not none of my books, because y'all know I'm an avid reader. Nothing, not a purse.
Yeah. I set
That
trust funds up.
shit
We set
supposed to
trust
be
funds
walking
up
out the shit.
for our kids, for all the properties, everything, years ago. And so the life insurances, the bank accounts, everything goes into that trust.
To the
Now I still
trust.
have
Everything.
control. I still have control of my bank accounts and stuff, but what I have is a POD. So payable on death,
Payable on
that
debt.
money it get transferred to that trust, everything. And they only can take out, they can only revoke the trust once my youngest child turned 35, and they have it's broken up in three even sections, three even portions, and the real estate goes into a separate trust. That goes into a real estate trust, but the money goes into another trust. Then they can break once she passed
All
35.
mine in one. I don't have. I didn't
You
separate.
don't have to do it that way. I wanted to do it that way because I wanted them to be able to hold on to the properties they wanted to keep and get rid of the ones they didn't want to keep. So I put that separate, but they money in our like our personal property, personal effects, cars, trucks, all that shit goes into the other trust. So I broke them apart. The lawyer advised us to.
Oh,
Because the property, the regular property can sit in the trust forever, and they can use money from their trust to pay the taxes. It's set up for them. We got wills, we got everything. I got all the deeds organized and shit, safe deposit box, the whole nine keys. Because I got a stamp collection out the ass from my grandfather and my father. I mean, there's all kind of stuff that they're gonna get, you know. So I'm keeping it separate because it's real valuable shit, and then all that real estate, and I don't want that shit touching each other.
I got. I would show my picture, but boy, I was looking at hot. It was cold. It was rainy because it was March. Man, I had done slapped a damn hot, crunchy ass wig on my head and went to my daughter's closing because when you sign at your trust, it's like a closing. You're signing 150 goddamn papers. I'm talking about a lot because again, you giving all your rights away, and that trust now rule everything. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
most definitely, bro. Most definitely, yeah. You are
Well,
signing
I got a living
everything.
will too. I got a living will.
Oh
We
yeah,
got living
I have a
wills. We
living
got
will inside of
wills.
mine. Yeah, your trust
Yeah.
is gonna say that. It's gonna
I have
say,
advanced directives.
yep,
Hmm.
yep. It's gonna say if mine says who would pull the plug. If
Yep.
what I'm
They
saying,
got
all of that is in
45
my trust.
days.
Yes,
Yeah.
all you have to designate that person, right? All of that. It was a lot.
We
It
designated
was
each
a
other, and
lot.
then his father is the executor of the trust, and he can only pay himself so much out of the trust. And then we have the attorney overseeing what the executor is doing. And
Yeah,
then if
like
he passed away, it goes to all of my kids. They become the executors and the beneficiaries.
like they asked me, like my attorney asked me, she said, well, do being at your house is paid off free and clear. Do you want your daughter to live in that house? I said, no, my house is 3 stories. My daughter, we don't even like for her to be, on the third story when we're, you know what I'm saying? So no,
Hmm.
I want a house bought for her. That's a 1 story flat, house. I
Yeah.
said, they either
A
they can,
ranch. Yeah.
yeah, I said,
Main
build it.
floor, everything.
Yep,
Yeah.
all of that. Brick home.
Yeah.
So
Accessible. Right.
it is in my will that because that will be her forever home. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it is in my will that she is to have a handicap accessible flat house that's bought for her in her name out of the proceeds from my bank accounts and the sale of this home and all of my effects and it should get like my attorney said, yeah, she could get well, she should be fine. Like when my attorney wound up telling me, and man, you talking about somebody who had this girl literally 1 month after I left high school. I didn't even know I graduated. Like they just literally gave my diploma like 60 days ago, and I've been out of high school 29 years. Um, for me to have left high school in June and had her the next month in July, and my trust attorney wound up telling me, she was like, your daughter is official, your daughter's a millionaire. Man, I cried like a baby. I cried like a baby. I was like, wow. I didn't know how I was gonna feed that girl, man, back in '96. I had no
Damn.
idea how I was gonna feed her. We was homeless at the time. When she was in the hospital, and the dang on hospital was like, okay, we finna discharge her, and I was like, oh shit! If I tell these people we're homeless, they're gonna take my baby. I panicked. You know what I'm saying? And then you talking about 20 something years later, they tell this lady go down she do my whole portfolio and put a valuation on it, and she tell me, she said, I don't know if you already know this or not, but I have the pleasure to tell you your daughter is a millionaire. Man, I cried like a baby. I cried like a baby.
Damn, boy. Sorry to hear that, Key.
Nah, that was good tears right there, boy. That was good tears. It was good tears. It was good tears. And I started late. I didn't. My sisters used to always say, "Man, how you gonna make it? Your husband leave, you gonna lose everything. Your husband leave, man." My sisters used to tell me, "You gonna be you messing up. You gonna keep a job. I couldn't work because she was sick, earlier. But then, man, this temper of mine was like, boy, fuck you and this company." And I walk out the door, and then came insurance. Learn how to flip them policies. And it was all she wrote. God blessed me to be able to get an insurance. And that was all she wrote. That's how I did it. Yeah, y'all talk to y'all people about future planning, man, because I tell people all the time, people be so excited about, oh, well, my kids had the latest Jordans. My kids had the latest, thank you, Lady X. My kids had the latest video games. What gonna happen if you not here to give them that? What happens when you know for yourself you one paycheck away from the rent not being paid or the mortgage not being paid? Well, guess what? If you die tomorrow, y'all got your last check. That's it. And then what your kids gonna do then? People be so proud.
That's why a lot of our kids get shuffled
Man, they
around
be
when the
so
parents
proud
die.
of not having. They be so proud, like, my kids don't know nothing about no doggone cat head. We used to call them cat heads or no name brand shoes. Listen, pay $50 and put yourself in $250,000 insurance so your kids can continue to live like that to their 18th birthday.
I'm telling you.
And then
Like
make sure
that.
you have somebody that's solid to
I ain't got
inherit
no
the
kids,
money.
so that don't apply to me.
Because back in the day,
But
if something happened to the parent, Big Mama would take the
right,
kids
and
and
we don't
raise them.
have
But
that
now we
now.
don't have Big Mama no
Don't
more,
have that. I
right?
don't see how nobody walking. Man, let me tell you something. I don't see how nobody who's paying attention in America is walking around without life insurance or some type. I mean, if you don't care for life insurance, just make sure you have some type of
Cover.
savings,
401k
some type of
payout,
that you can
something,
tap
something.
into to the tune of,
hmm
50,000, 100,000, 200,000.
Ain't
Man,
nothing as bad as
they
when
are
somebody died and
putting
they got to do a fish fry. I hate
they
that.
are putting up dialysis clinics. Damn near like they were putting up
All over the
7-Elevens.
hood.
Y'all
All over
ain't
the
paid
hood.
attention to that shit. It used to be a gas station pop up or a Burger King or a McDonald's. Now you can bank. It's going to be a dialysis. See a new building coming up. It's a 50-50 chance it's a fucking Chick-fil-A or a dialysis clinic. Y'all ain't paying attention to that. And dialysis, end-stage renal failure, is the only diagnosis you can get in America that will guarantee you to be disabled. Your doctor can tell you your ass has cancer, and guess what the Social Security Administration said? We hope you get better. But the second the doctor said you got end-stage renal failure, they said, oh, you are now on Medicare, and check your bank account. Your Social Security benefits will be hitting next month. Y'all ain't paid no attention to that.
Yeah, end stage renal disease.
Yes.
Because end stage, them kidneys ain't coming back. And you automatically not a candidate for a transplant when it's end stage renal disease.
Oh, you can get one.
Damn.
You can get one. I know several people that got one. But the
Yeah, that.
diagnosis alone is damn near a death sentence. And I know a lot of
Yeah,
people done
you
live
pretty
20
much got a
years.
few. You
Yeah.
got a few things that they'll give you but give you a transplant with end stage. But if you got
Yeah.
comorbidities and stuff like that, you are not a candidate. You got high blood pressure, you're not a candidate.
My
Like
Tony
they go through
cousin,
a
he
long
was
list.
in stage renal failure. They called him a few years ago. He got him a kidney, and he actually does exactly what Barb does. He drives a trash truck. He went, and he got a second business. He got a second hustle. I know a few. My cousin, God rest her soul, she was one. She used to put herself on the dialysis machine. She never went to the clinics unless, you know what I'm saying, but she had it at her house. She learned how to do it at her home. But
They do
and
through
then
the
the
port
American
or the
Cancer
stomach.
Society sit here and says 1 in 4 out of 10 and 1 out of 4 of all people in America will have some form of cancer. What?
Damn.
It's the food.
They
It's the
telling you
food. It's
what you're
sugar.
doing, and folks
It's
is walking
sugar.
around. Then they had the audacity to tell y'all last year, hey, y'all know that COVID shot we made y'all do if y'all want to go to the grocery store, go to work, go to the church, go where we made y'all get that COVID shot. Oh yeah, by the way, that thing has a silent killer because it's blocking y'all arteries, so you're probably gonna fall over and pass away. Listen. Why in the hell is anybody not walking around with a life insurance policy that's already put into a trust for your family to be okay if you leave this earth? They setting it up for you to fall dead. That's crazy work.
Cause see,
Yeah.
I ain't.
Nobody I know that had end stage renal got qualified for a transplant. I've known two.
I know a couple. One lady,
But I
her
do know
son
some that
she
I
be
do know
here.
one person that he's not in stage, but he need a kidney. His is
Oh
functioning at
yeah.
like 25%.
So so damn. Once I might as well start eating rabbit food now. Go
Well,
back to
It's
700
not it's
calories
not
a day.
just that. It's all the processed foods and all the chemicals they put in the
it's
food.
everything. It's so much. It's so much. It's all of that. Every time you turn around, there's a recall on something.
Hmm
It's a lot. It's just
Did
literally
y'all
a
see that
lot.
last one where the Hormel had metal shavings in the food
Exactly. I was
for a
just thinking of that
year?
one. I was just thinking about that when I was saying
It took
Who,
recall.
them a year. Do you know
what
what a metal shaving will do to your esophagus?
you know what I'm saying? Who had that?
Hormel, the processed food maker. They make like ham and
Yeah.
bacon and
Look at
Hormel's.
Smithfield. Look what happened with Smithfield.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Man,
Smithfield processed sick pigs. I don't mess with
who
Smithfield
did?
under no circumstances.
So it's so much. It's like
Yeah, we all got
okay.
microplastics in us.
They told our parents back in the 80s, hey, you go ahead and get off work at 5 o'clock. Them kids can eat these new soups this week come out. We got them already in the styrofoam cup. All they gotta do is come
Yep.
in, add some water, put them in the
Styrofoam is
microwave, and
cancerous
come
when
to
you heat
find
it
out
up.
that is the best way, one of the biggest way to get damn cancer. Heating up them noodles in that plastic cup.
Yep. Yep.
Heating up
And they didn't
anything
get
in
sued or
plastic.
nothing. Yep. How long did they let black women put perms in their hair
Yep.
before they found out it caused fibroid and uterine cancer and all? What about that baby powder?
There you go. There's another one.
Women
That's
were slathering that baby powder all over their body, causing issues.
So I honestly don't see how nobody's walking around without. And then the crazy part is like, you see that they got this shit set up for people to be falling. You spend time 60, 70-year-old. These people died at 35, 40 from health stuff, not from an accident,
Yeah,
not
major stuff.
from
Heart
health
attack.
stuff.
Have you seen
In
how
their
many young
30s.
people that passed away from heart attacks? Yeah, in their 30s and early 40s.
And they exactly heart attacks
That's
out the
that
wazoo.
microplastic in our asses. We all got
Exactly.
microplastics in us.
All right, bro code, come back and visit us sometime. So I mean, ain't nowhere in the world walking around without insurance, and the shit cheap as hell. Ask me how I know. I sell it. I sell it. I sell it.
So
But
I'm saying I need to put a life insurance policy on me.
you damn right. If you got
Yeah,
anybody
so they
that
can
you,
bury
yeah,
you. And you
Okay,
need to get to your bank and you need to designate a POD, payable on death.
yep.
okay. So I ain't got no kids. I'm single. So whatever's there, fuck it.
Yeah, you just gotta, what you gotta do, you gotta make somebody a beneficiary, whoever you trust with your end. If you don't feel like, hey, this family member, that family member, go ahead and appoint the funeral home. The funeral home can definitely be your beneficiary, and you can go ahead and have all your whole service all the way up to your damn obituary. You can have the whole service planned out where the funeral home can't do nothing but what your wishes say. And that way nobody got to
Yeah.
argue. My mama did that. My mom is like, she said
Yeah.
she wrote her own obituary. She did all that. She was like, y'all ain't got to worry about nothing. We
You can
did
do
good.
prepaid. And
Yeah,
even
we
if that
did good
funeral
with
home go out
that.
of
But
business, they
mom
got to
said,
honor it.
The only thing my mom told her, she was like, when she passed, just make sure she late. And she was like, that's all. Everything else I've taken care of, from all the way from the color of the casket. She said she wrote her own obituary. She did all of this stuff. She said, just make sure that I'm late because I was never on time for anything and when I was alive. So I don't want to be late for my funeral. I don't want to be on time for my funeral. She was, and we all agreed. Like when that time comes, we'll make sure her ass run about an hour late.
Hey, Keyona, you know what I'm gonna need you and Capital to do for me?
Was
What's
that
that?
I'm gonna need y'all to tell me the best country to go live at for the rest of my life.
Curacao?
How you spell it?
Cureae. Wait a minute, Curacao. Oh my God, Curaceo. Curacao.
I've been watching Burkina Faso, but that's Africa. It's that country in Africa because of their prime minister president.
But I'm saying
Curacao
Yeah.
is an English speaking country.
okay,
Them people do not even like trash on their street. They
okay,
literally have the outside, they own shops and stuff. They have a little box you want. They ain't got, you know how in America we got trash where the city come through. They don't
how you
even
spell it
have
again? C-U-R.
Curecao. Curacao. Let me just put it down here. I'm finna hit you
C-E-C-U-R.
up. How can I type something in here for you? Curacao.
Yeah.
C-U.
Hold
If
on.
you took like, for example, if you took $200,000 from the United States over to Burkina Faso, you can get like